Welcome back to the Spring Branch Sports Line. I'm Greg Dahl Jr., joined with Georgia Clark, sophomore from the Stratford Spartans softball program. Just got done with practice. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm in the sun, shining in my eyes. It's a beautiful day in the city of Houston, so I can't complain. Excited to get this interview started and hear more about you, Georgia. You're a sophomore, but what's special about you? People can't see it. You got your yellow and purple shirt and shoes on. What's going on? Are you a Q dog or something?
No, I don't think so. I committed to LSU as a freshman, and I had been through the recruiting process, and it really started in 7th grade. It's so crazy now how they do everything. And so it's crazy because I went on recruiting visits in the 8th grade, in the 9th grade, and then I committed February. So my 1 year mark's almost coming up, which is a big deal. And it's just crazy. I love it there. I love my future teammates, and I love my future coach. And it's just crazy how much everything moves so quickly and runs all together.
Before we get started, and we'll bring it all back to this LSU commit, let's just know more about you. You're a part of the softball program. Are you a product of Spring Branch?
Yes, sir, I am. I went to Wilchester Elementary and then went to Memorial Middle School, and now I'm at Stratford.
Memorial Middle School, what sports did you participate in?
At Memorial, I did volleyball both years, basketball both years. I did track my 8th grade year, so I've almost done a little bit of everything.
Were you a part of the SBMSA program as well?
Yes, I was, since I was almost 6 years old up until the time I turned 11 and really went into travel really hard.
Now, what is it like on a travel team? Because we're talking about it off the air, but it's a big commitment that people may not understand or know about.
Travel is a lot of work. It's kind of just saying to yourself, okay, I'm going to commit to go one step further. And travel is you're going to play a lot in the fall and get to go to recruiting tournaments and stuff, and you'll come and play high school, and it's almost dead with travel. When you move into high school, nobody plays, and then summer everything revs up really hard again. You go to practice almost 3 times a week. You practice really hard on your own, and then you go to these week-long tournaments all over the nation. So it's really crazy how it gets going.
You're part of a travel team. What's the name of them?
The Texas Bombers.
And you said they're all the way down in San Marcos.
Oh, yeah. It's a good drive, and we have Houston practice here because half of the girls on our team are from Houston, and the other half are from San Marcos, San Antonio area. So it's not too bad, and once a week we'll all practice together when we're in season. And it's really good. We have really good chemistry, even though we live far apart from each other, and it's just all about timing.
What brought you to softball, and how long have you been a member of organized softball?
What brought me to softball, my dad really liked to play baseball, and my parents were great. They introduced me to all the sports and said, do whatever you want, and I really chose a knack towards softball. It kind of really resonated with me, just like being out in the open. You didn't have to be in a gym with crowded people. You were kind of just in your own space, and just been doing it for ever since, and I love every single part of it, and I love to be a part of a team in that aspect.
You're a first baseman for the softball program. What is that like?
It's great. I get to talk all the time. I love to talk, love to be energetic, love to get my pitchers fired up, and it's really fun because in the infield, you can get everybody fired up really quick. We're all kind of around each other, and it's great to kind of get your team all rallied up against whoever you're playing.
Last year was your first year at Stratford under head coach Tim Casey. Tell me, what is it like to be coached by Tim Casey?
Coach Casey is a great guy. He really knows what he's doing once we get out here, and he's a great coach to play under. We get through all our drills really quick in practice. We have a high-tempo practice, and it's really good to kind of sit back and feel like you're almost at a travel practice but you're just kind of helping other kids at the same time, and we're all just here to grind and get better with each other.
What's something that you hear in your head all the time when you think about Coach Casey? Because I tell everybody, I've been knowing him for years, coached by him. He says a lot of things that are motivational and help you, even in the classroom, that you'll just remember for a lifetime. What is something he's taught you?
He said, don't get down on yourself with every little thing that happens. You can't control everything that's going to happen out here. So really don't get down on yourself if you have a bad at-bat, and get back up there and go help your team on defense, and just really try to be the best absolute player that you can and not get too much on that one impact of what you've done that game.
You're going into your sophomore year at Stratford. How was your freshman year? Besides the signing, what was it like?
My freshman year was crazy, just along with recruiting and everything. It was kind of crazy because I'd be away for some weekends and come back, and it was really great, actually. Like, I love to come here and play with other girls that I'd known since I was so little, and this was really the first time that I've ever gotten to play with them, and I feel like it's so great because we already had that great chemistry coming in, and I feel like this year's going to be just so much better because we've already had a year under our belts.
We've talked to other teammates about last season and then the expectations from the experts that make all these rankings they pull out of a hat. How was last season to you?
Last season we were treated as underdogs, and we really came out and started firing out of the gate, and I felt really well with Jennifer pitching and all of us hitting really well together. We all worked really well together, and I think we just keep working hard on this and we can do really well this season.
And expectations for this year you have as a sophomore. And I'll say you're just already a leader because of just your demeanor and how you've, taken things by the horns.
Yes, sir. Expectations here are a big thing, but it's mostly like what we can control. Coach Casey talks about all the time, like the rankings that are going to come out preseason. We cannot control that, but we can control if we're in Austin at the end of the year, and we can control where we get through in playoffs.
That final ranking, it's all up to you.
Oh, yes, sir.
I love it. LSU, you committed. Tell me what brought you to that decision.
That school, they say, a lot of people, they're like, wherever you go, you're going to know it. And I was like, okay, that kind of makes sense. But I went to Kansas, I'd been to OU, Florida State, and when I walked on LSU's campus, like, you felt it. You knew that was going to be the place where you're going to go and spend 4 years and really love it. And the coaches are great there. I really was looking for that family environment, and she has 3 little daughters now and a husband, and so it's kind of just great because it all works together, so you kind of come in, and it's not like you're alone. You're with 20 other girls, and like half of them are from Louisiana, so if you ever get homesick, you can go to their house, and it's just really a great school and a great atmosphere and a great environment to be in.
Some great food to eat, too.
Oh, yeah, I love Cajun food.
Your name is Georgia Clark. That's an interesting first name. Tell us, how did that come about?
My mom grew up in Alabama, and she went to the University of Alabama, and she just really liked Southern names, and so when it came time to pick a name, she said Georgia fit just fine.
How do you like that name?
I love that name, actually. Now I can't imagine having any other one. I mean, I guess nobody can, but it's a great name to kind of just be out here, and I live in the South, and I'm going to play college in the South, so it's a good name.
You're going to take it all the way to LSU and represent us, but we still got 3 more years to go. First scrimmage of the year coming up against Dulles this Tuesday. What are your feelings towards that?
I think we kind of have kids in basketball right now, so everybody's spread a little bit thin. We're still going to try to represent the program the best way that we can, and we're going to try to get through it very well and try to process this as a team and as a program together, because we might have to pull kids up and move kids down, just try to figure everything out for this first scrimmage. And I just really think that if we just play together, we can kind of get through it and try to win.
Freshmen that may come into this program as yourself and others as you get older, we'll keep doing interviews with you, but what would you tell those freshmen or 8th graders that are getting ready to come over to this program or are interested in joining the Stratford softball program?
I would say for sure do it. It's changed my life as well as every other single person's here. I know it's impacted them for a long way to come. If you come out here, you may not be the best player, but you can end up leaving the best person, and I think that's what's most important in the long run. And I just really love everybody out here. It's a team game, so you're not out here by yourself, and I tell kids all the time, hey, like, it's okay if you can fall down, but it's how hard you get back up and how hard you just keep on going and grinding through the rest of what you're doing.
That's amazing. Georgia Clark, any shout-outs that you like to do?
My parents, for sure. They've helped me get to where I am today. My coaches, every single one of my teammates to get me to where I am today. And this beautiful thing that I call softball is a great stepping stone for life.
And on a beautiful day in the city of Houston. That is Georgia Clark, sophomore sensation and LSU commit, the first baseman for the Stratford Spartans softball team.
Thank you for having me.
We thank you and wish you the best of luck this upcoming season and can't wait to follow your progress. And also, as you continue to go on to LSU, you can follow Georgia Clark and the Stratford Spartan softball team on our website, yourbranchnews.com. That's www.yourbranchnews.com. We want to thank Georgia Clark once again for joining us for this broadcast.
Thank you.